The last passenger on Flight 914 on a cold November evening, Flight 914 departed as scheduled. The weather was perfect. The aircraft had been inspected only hours earlier. Everything seemed completely routine. There were 184 passengers and 6 crew members on board. The flight was expected to last just over 3 hours. But it never reached its destination. Less than 40 minutes after takeoff, the pilot transmitted a calm message to air traffic control. "Everything is normal." Those would become the last confirmed words ever heard from the aircraft. Then, the radar signal disappeared. No distress call. No emergency beacon. No sign of mechanical failure. It was as though the airplane had simply vanished from the sky. An international search operation began immediately. Military aircraft combed the coastline. Ships searched the ocean for weeks. Satellites reviewed thousands of images. Nothing was found. No wreckage. No fuel slick. No floating debris. It became one of aviation's greatest mysteries. Months turned into years. Families slowly accepted that their loved ones would never return. The investigation was officially closed. Then, 25 years later, something impossible happened. Just after sunrise, air traffic controllers at a small regional airport detected an unidentified aircraft approaching from the east. It wasn't broadcasting a transponder code. It wasn't responding to radio calls. The radar operator assumed it was a malfunction. Until the aircraft appeared through the clouds. It was Flight 914. The same airline. The same registration number. The same paint. Even the engine sounded normal. The plane landed smoothly. Emergency vehicles surrounded the runway. Police blocked every exit. But when the cabin door finally opened, the passengers calmly stepped outside. None of them appeared frightened. None had aged. To them, only a few hours had passed. The captain asked a confused airport worker a simple question. "What time is it?" when he was told the date. He laughed. "That's impossible." Officials rushed everyone into quarantine. Doctors performed medical examinations. Every passenger was healthy. Every passport was authentic. Every wristwatch still displayed the original departure date. Then investigators noticed something disturbing. Every electronic device on board had stopped at exactly the same second. Not the minute. Not the hour. The exact same second. Scientists couldn't explain it. One passenger carried an old disposable camera. The film inside had somehow survived. Most photographs showed smiling families during the flight. But the final picture was different. It showed the cabin lights flickering. Outside every window, there was only white light. No clouds. No sky. Just endless brightness. The image contained something else. Near the rear emergency exit stood a dark figure. No passenger remembered seeing anyone standing there. Security footage confirmed nobody had entered the aircraft before departure. Facial recognition software failed to identify the figure. Experts enhanced the image dozens of times. Every enhancement made the figure blurrier, as though it refused to come into focus. Meanwhile, physicists began studying the aircraft itself. The aluminum skin contained microscopic changes unlike anything produced by normal flight. The aircraft had been exposed to radiation levels impossible to explain. Yet nobody on board suffered any illness. Then another mystery emerged. The fuel tanks were still nearly full. Enough fuel remained for almost the entire journey. According to engineers, the aircraft should have consumed most of it long before landing. So where had it been? Government agencies classified the investigation. The official report stated there was no evidence of foul play. No explanation for the missing 25 years. No scientific conclusion. The passengers were eventually released. Most tried returning to ordinary life. But the world they remembered no longer existed. Parents had become grandparents. Children were older than their own mothers. Entire cities had changed. Some passengers simply disappeared again within months, unable to adapt. Others refused every interview ever requested. Only one agreed to speak. Before his death, an elderly passenger whispered one final sentence to a journalist. "We never left the flight," when asked what he meant. He smiled. Then said quietly, "We're still trying to get home." To this day, aviation experts continue debating what happened to Flight 914. Some believe it was an elaborate hoax. Others suspect a classified military experiment. A few believe the aircraft somehow crossed into a place where time itself behaves differently.